Okay, so let's look at this. So we got some new patch notes. So let's see what we're actually doing today. So Celestial Rumble, and it has Groudon on the front, which looks amazing. Oh my gosh, man! You just need to just die. All right, so I took a bite of food. Celestial Rumble. This will go into effect September 4th at 4 p.m. Palma is head to Ails Island. You can complete missions to obtain a special reward. Groudon descends upon the scared Thea, the Thea side ruins. So you can participate in special battles and rewards. Okay, new battle pass, Fiesta style. Armor Rouge is now available. Walking. Is that considered like a, what's it called? Co-appropriation? Pop-up license is now featured. A Palmy is now available. Okay. All right, so let's see. Groudon has, it says Groudon's, it says the Thea Sky Ruins map has been updated, now will appear with Groudon. Okay. Trevenant, Curse, movement speed decreased. Movement speed decrease has been strengthened. Okay, so going from 10%, well, starting off from 10% to 12%, and then leading at a maximum of 3%. So they increased it by about. So the movement speed decrease on your opponent is now 22% at max level. Yeah. When the curse gauge is full, the final burst will leave the opponent unable to act now. It's a stun now. Pain split. Pain split. I don't know. Sorry, guys. This is bad for me. Okay, pain split. It says damage split to opponent is now increased, starting from 25 to 30, maxing out at 50. So it's increased at 5% every stages. All right, Horn Leech. The recovery has been to strengthen Trevenant's role as a defender that hinders opponents from fighting. No. What is it? Tenaciously. It has been enhanced. His move has been enhanced. Adding unable to act on Curse increases Trevenant's impact on team fights, while improving Plane Split and Horn Leech will now allow Trevenant to stay in the fight for longer. So now it says that HP recoveries from 12% starts at 15% and can go all the way to his maximum HP now. So it scales off of his match HP, which is pretty cool. Tinkaton, Smackdown. You can now move while using this move. Yay. All right, it says the swung hammer also now deals damage. Okay, wow, that's really good. Increased damage by 12. So it gets additional damage now. And you can move. Ice hammers, control can be aimed at the designated area. Thank God. Increased damage by 20%. Thank God. Thief, movement speed increase. Oh, the movement speed increase is reduced from 25 to 20. And Thief, movement speed increase. Okay, so they just lowered the movement speed on Thief. That's all it was. Yeah, the usability of Smackdown and Ice Hammer has been improved, allowing for more freedom in positioning. Accordingly, the damage to some moves and movement speed have been increased. The increased effect have been reviewed. They need to have like a better translator, because it says movement speed increase and it goes from 25% to 20%. But what this means is the move has been decreased. Venusaur. HP has been buffed. Defense have been buffed. Special defense have been buffed. Solar Beam. Additional damage is now does 12.5% of the opponent's max HP every time. Venusaur's durability of a frontline engagement and his damage from backline has been improved, allowing Venusaur to perform well as either a frontliner or a damage dealer for his team. Okay. We love Venusaur. Armor Rouge. Armor Cannon. Damage increased by 15%. Flame Charge, shield increased by 15%. They just removed that. They literally just removed that and they put it back in. Increasing damage of Armor Cannon while the shield from Flame Charge is both are now intended. Okay, honorable choices. Inteleon, HP has been increased. Defense has been increased. Special defense has been increased. It says aim shot. It says now timing to recover. So you can use the acrobatics cooldown. Okay. So they lowered the cooldown. Yeah, they lowered the cooldown on acrobatics and snipe shot. The time until it's used to recover. Let's see what it says. To improve situations where Inteleon was easily knocked out, its durability has been increased. Additionally, the reuse time of the main move has been shortened, making it easier for snipe shot from a distance and engage in hit and run tactics. I thought we didn't like that. I thought we didn't like those hit and run tactics. Delphox, flame charge increased by damage increased by 30%. Flame charge plus increased movement speed duration from 1.5 to 2 seconds. To strengthen Delphox's ability to deal damage while maintaining mobility, the performance of flame charge has been improved. Okay, I like that. I like flame charge actually. One of my favorite builds. Mewtwo X. Mewtwo X now holds a fixed item. Pressure ability has been changed. It says attack, defense, and special defense are increased upon mega evolving, going from 10% to 18%. Teleport, increased movement speed from 10% to 20%. Teleport plus, increased damage from 15 to 20%. The explosive power of Mewtwo X Mega Evolution has been further enhanced, causing it to be strengthened to stand out even more. The durability of Teleport has also been improved, increases ability to pursue opponents. Hey, but those cooldowns still high. Mewtwo X now holds Mewtwo Unite Y as a fixed item. Increase attack speed. Attack speed increase from basic attacks. Also increase base level. Attack speed increase from basic attacks. Okay. Increased based on level. Okay, so it's basic attack speed increased on level at a fixed 3%. So every level you gain, you get 3% attack speed. It's kind of busted. All right. It says Mega Evolution. So the Mega Evolution, you get an increased 35% attack speed. Okay. Recover. I think they switched these. So it says movement speed increase from 10% to 30%. Okay. It says HP recovery from basic attacks. He gets HP recovery. He gets okay. Yeah, because he's durable. He's durable from 30% to 40%. Recover plus HP from basic attacks 40 to 50. All right. Attack speed is going to increase with scaling with the level to a fixed value, allowing Mewtwo Y to gain high attack speed in early game. That's not fair. By enhancing the recovery and mobility from recover, Mewtwo Y can now continue to deal damage constantly. Okay. So they didn't increase Mewtwo's X recover. They increased his so the moves for the opposite, they buffed it for the other Pokemon. So usually teleport is for Mewtwo Y and then recovery is for Mewtwo X, but they buffed it for the opposite one. Charizard. It says flamethrower cooldowns from 5.5 seconds to 6 seconds. So flamethrower has been increased. Movement speed increase has been only for 3 seconds, and it says damage approximately a 6%. Oh, they just lowered the damage about 6%. Okay. Fire blast damage 12% decrease. Flare blitz 20% decrease. Regardless of moves that were chosen, Charizard's damage output was extremely high, posing a major threat to the opposing team. Therefore, the damage of its main moves and their additional effects have been adjusted to create opportunities for the opponents to counter. I don't think that was the problem, but Charizard's pretty good. It's actually really good. Ho-Ho, the #1 Pokemon in the game. Ho-Ho's flamethrower. It says damage approximately a 17% decrease. Thank God. Tailwind definitely does a lot of damage, especially early game. 15% decrease. Safeguard the cooldown is now 6 seconds. Ho-Ho's performance remained overly powerful due to the combination of its high sustain, mobility, and defensive capabilities. Adjustments have been made to its primary offensive boost, flamethrower, as well as tailwind and safeguard, which were especially dominant in early game. Yes. Zacian slash play rough. Okay, so slash decreased by 15%, play rough decreased by 10%. It says Zacian's burst potential to store AL's energy was too high, giving it a significant amount of influence, especially from the early game to mid game. Therefore, the damage of his main move have been reduced to increase opportunities for Pokemon to be effective. Okay, sure. Slash is like the first move, and I mean play rough has other issues, but I don't really think this is a big thing that's going to affect Zacian. Galarian Rapidash, Psybeam. Which one's Psybeam? I think it's the early game one. And Confusion. I think it's the early 2 game ones. Galarian Rapidash combined with high mobility with high damage makes it extremely difficult to handle depending on the opponent's composition. Therefore, its damage has been slightly reduced to make it easier for opponents to counter. Okay. Latios Dragon Pulse. Thank God. Everyone's ready for Latios to be gone. Empowered basic attack damage, 15% down. Psychic projectile damage, 15% down. Considering the improved usability of Latios other moves from our last adjustment, the damage from Dragon Pulse has been reduced to balance the move choices. Okay. All right, so overall, that was pretty good. All right, let's see. Improvements, battle confusion. All right, let's see. Check it out. Oh, check it out, chat is no longer be able to use it on allied Pokemon, which was often used for negative purposes to criticize teammates. I wonder who does that. Who, I taught you how to do it and you just... Often used for negative purposes. Bug fixes. Bug fixes where Rocky Helmet was reducing the damage, was reducing the cooldown of Lucario's extreme speed and Trevenant's natural curability. Fixed bugs where additional damage based off missing HP of Masquerade's Flower Trick was calculated before the move's base damage was applied. Bugs where the activation range of Alolan Raichu's Unite move did not match the pre-activation indicator, and the order of some Pokemon that were on list screen had been changed. Okay. Overall, yeah. Yeah, I think I think overall this isn't bad. I mean, well, it says like Meowscarada's like there's a bug where it says there was additional damage based off missing HP from Meowscarada's Flower Trick was calculated before the move's base damage. So it would pretty much like start like it would do damage based off your health and then do the base damage. Yeah, I mean overall pretty good. I mean, I'm excited for these Tinkaton's other moves to actually be used. This is the ones I actually like. And Venusaur, my #1 Pokemon. Delphox, and the Mewtwo adjustment was just, I mean, it's tricky depending on how you use it, but pretty much they changed Mewtwo's passive. That's what really happened. And instead of giving him additional abilities, they took additional perks from items. They took it away and they gave it to him as ability. They changed the ability Pressure. So it looks like the X one gets a little bit tankier and a little bit more attack, and the Y one gets more basic attack damage and basic attack speed, which is bonkers. And they increased recovery on Y and not X, but they increased the teleport on X and not Y. And Ho, Zacian, and Rapidash were very annoying, and also Latios too. Latios isn't even playable because I haven't even played him because he's always banned. I mean, overall, I like these patch notes. I think they're pretty good. I don't like when things go up. I like it better when things go down because I feel like the meta is always too bursty. But then again, my friend had told me Pokemon is only a 10-minute game where other games are like 45 minutes to an hour. So, you know, that's something to think about. But I should have actually looked at the picture because I just saw like Delphox and Venusaur here and Groudon. But thank you guys so much for listening to me ramble. And what is it? I do not advertise myself correctly, but like and subscribe. And I will be putting out a bunch of videos because there's a lot to cover, especially with this new map, right, Sule? All right, and we're done. All right, I'm ready to play too. Now we actually know what the patch notes are.